Hello, students. Dr. G here. Thanks for joining in. Today, we're going to talk about the semester project that you'll be working on all throughout the course and the building block assignments that ladder up to the project. This is a really important project and culminates in a significant portion of your grade. So make sure you take a look at the video and also the instructions that you have in Canvas. The final project is a written proposal that you'll use for a company's website that you're going to be analyzing using SEO and making recommendations for. You're going to be using this website throughout the semester, so you're going to make sure that you select one that you're interested in and also needs your help. So everything we're going to do in this project will culminate all of the concepts that we're learning throughout the course. The objective for this project is to take everything you learn and apply those to the website that I alluded to in the last section. So there's really 6 things that we're going to be focusing on, from selecting a website, doing on-page, off-page search engine optimization, some research, and then developing a proposal for your client. And finally, how are you going to measure its success? You're going to begin the project with selecting that website that you're interested in and needs help from you. Then once you do that, you're going to go through and use the tools that we're learning in class, and you're going to analyze that site. In addition to that, you're going to audit it using SEO concepts. And then I want you to select 2 to 3 competitive sites and then take a look at their website and sort of go through the pros and cons, or what's going well and what's not going well with those websites from an SEO perspective compared to the one that you're working on. On page SEO is really the technical aspects that the Google algorithm is going to interpret on each of the web pages of your website that you're analyzing for your client. So we want to make sure through this recommendation or proposal you're creating, are the title tags appropriate? Does it make sense to the content you're talking about, the images on the page? Do you have proper meta descriptions? Are they incorporating the short and the long tail keywords that you have researched and recommended? You're also going to be looking at internal links. Are they broken? Is there anything that needs to be improved from going from one link to the other throughout the web page? And then finally, those technical aspects on, do the pages load properly? Are they fast? Are you using? Are they readable on all types of systems, and including a tablet, including whatever is on your phone that we use every day? So, is it mobile friendly? So that's where you're going to start in terms of the on-page technical SEO recommendation. The off-page recommendation comes into your content that you're building, not only on the site itself, but what are you using, the tactics you're using to drive people to the website. So we're going to think about creating a content plan recommendation for your client. It could be guest blogging. Again, we're going to backlink anything from social, anything from email, etc., back to the website, whether you have a landing page or you're driving it right to a particular product or service page on that site. So it's your promotion strategy that, again, uses the right keywords that's going to be able to help you optimize that particular website so it ranks higher within that Google search and using their algorithms. Now, with your plan that you're going to create, you're going to need to create a 3-month plan for this particular site. I'll talk about that in a minute. And you're going to create 3 examples of content, because the content really does, that's the marketing portion that is going to increase your search engine optimization. Any good marketing strategy starts with research. So in search engine optimization, we start with researching the keywords or those phrases and the content that we are going to use to help drive people to the website that will help us be optimized within that Google search engine. So we're going to conduct research on short and long tail keywords such as what are you going to enter into Google if you want to go have dinner tonight somewhere? Are you going to say meals near me, grocery store near me, restaurant, maybe restaurant St. George, Utah, Mexican restaurants? So you're going to research those phrases that you believe your target audience is going to use to get placed on your website to optimize that through that Google search engine through their algorithm. So we're going to be using free tools to help you do that research. And then you're going to create both a short phrases, even words, or long tail, again, based on the target audience for your particular website or client you're working for. You may have heard me say this before. Proof is in the pudding. For any good marketing strategy, you must have a metric aligned to that. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that whatever you're recommending can be tracked, will be measured against the goals and objective of the client. The items that you are going to turn in for this final written project is a written proposal to that client based on the website, all the work you've been working on all semester. Approximately 10 pages. I know that sounds kind of long, but I want to have the details and your strategic thinking written out so I understand that you have grasped the concepts. You're going to create a well organized proposal with visuals, with the activities that you've done throughout the class. And I also encourage you to take any feedback that I have given you on the building blocks that we'll talk about in a minute, or peer feedback from the discussions. This particular project is worth 80 points, which is a pretty significant amount in your overall grade. Now, I have a very detailed rubric. I'm not going to go into that specifically, but they are aligned to the learning objectives, and I will tell you exactly what I'm going to measure. So make sure you take a look at that rubric within Canvas. Now that you have an understanding of the requirements for that final written SEO proposal for your client, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed because it is a lot of work. So, what I am doing in this course is preparing you for that written project throughout the course. You're going to be learning SEO techniques through the simulation that we have, but for this particular assignment, you're going to be using a website that you'll be working on for a client or a website that you have interested in throughout the course. Now, I have 4 building block assignments. If you do a good job on these building block assignments, they are going to ladder up to that final project. So most of the heavy lifting will already be done by the time you get to that final proposal that you'll be creating at the end of the semester. There are 4 assignments in the building blocks, and I am going to go through each one of those individually. Again, the purpose of these building blocks is to help you create that final robust proposal while getting feedback from me and your peers throughout the way. The first building block is rather simple. It's for you to find a website that you're interested in working on. Now, we're not going to use Nike or Apple or any large company. We're going to try to find a small to medium sized business that is large enough that already ranks within Google, has enough traffic where we'll be able to analyze it, but also provides you an opportunity to help somebody who might need some SEO assistance. So you're going to select a website Then I want you to describe how you think they need help or why they need help. So the third thing you're going to do is determine the goals and objectives for that firm as it relates to search engine optimization. Now, I'm only asking you to do a 1 or 2 page write up for each of the building blocks. But again, remember, you have that final 10-page proposal at the end, and this will be an element of that, the first one. The second building block assignment is about the research. Remember, research is so important. The first thing I'm going to want you to do is to identify a target audience for this particular client and for their website. We know that there may be many audiences that they serve, but I want you to hone in throughout the semester on one audience. So you're going to think about that. Then you're going to conduct a competitive analysis, meaning what are the 2 or 3 companies that compete with them, and try to figure out, based on that particular target audience, what are the strengths and weaknesses in terms of their web page compared to your clients. You're going to complete competitive keyword analysis. Again, the short and long-tailed keywords that we type in to Google or the search engines that help us get to where we're going. So you're going to try to identify the keywords that we will use in our content and on our pages. And again, this is going to be a 1 to 2 page write-up that will, again, ladder up to that final project. Building block number 3, this is our technical or on-page search engine optimization. What are you going to do within the website to make sure that you are optimizing that site to make sure that Google is scanning your site, that they're pulling out those key pieces of information that you're tagging so that you can rank higher organically within the Google search. So you're going to we're going to select one page for this building block, and you're going to, again, do some keyword research on this particular page. Maybe it's a product or a service, or maybe it's even their About Us section. You're going to then develop an optimization strategy for this particular page, and then again, a 1 to 2 page write-up for that final project. Last but not least, the final building block is the off-page SEO optimization. So any good SEO strategy comes with a really amazing content plan. So for this particular assignment, you're going to be thinking about, how am I going to drive people to the website and make sure that I'm using the tactics to make sure that I'm backlinking appropriately, that I'm creating compelling content that aligns to the keywords and the information on our actual website. So there's a couple of things you're going to do. You're going to develop a 3-month marketing plan, a content plan. You're going to create some mock-ups, and then you're going to do some metrics. For this building block, you will create a 3-month content calendar based on the content that you believe aligns to the target audience you've identified earlier. So using the content strategies, the off-page content that we've outlined or you'll learn in the class, create some topics, create some channels of communication, or how you're going to get that piece of content, engage with the customer, and send them to the website. In addition to that 3-month content calendar, I'm asking that you create 3 pieces of content, mock-ups, that you will use in your recommendation. They can be disparate types of content. It could be a guide, an infographic, a LinkedIn post, social media, TikTok, whatever you find or you have from that 3-month calendar. You can use Canva, which is completely free, or any other tool. Maybe you're a designer and you like Adobe products. Whatever tool you feel confident to create 3 particular mock-ups that align directly to the components in that 3-month content calendar. I'd like to give you a few tips for success because this is a lot of work. It's fun work, it's important work. This is a field many of you will want to go into because it is such an important field in the discipline of marketing. But these assignments are not short. They're going to take you some time. The building blocks assignments are not something you're going to be doing the day you get the pop up in Canvas that it's due today. You're going to need more time on that. So make sure that you're planful. Do not ever manage your Canvas by to-do lists. Always make a plan based on what's coming up, how long you think it will take you. And I help guide you through that within Canvas. So manage your timeline. Also, with all of these, use a professional tone. Remember, this is a proposal you're going to give to an actual business. So avoid jargon and acronyms and things that make us sound very casual. This is a decision maker that will hire you for getting this actual job done. Also, in terms of AI, I do not want you to be using artificial intelligence to develop your strategies. Sure, that's an easy shortcut, but trust me, I've seen them all. I know you'll be using it. I want you to use your own thinking for this strategy. If you want to use a tool to check your grammar or professionalism, I'm all for that, but I don't want to see those common bullet point lists that come right out of ChatGPT or Gemini. I want to see your thinking for your client based on their target audiences. So I know you're going to have a great time with this project. You're going to learn a ton, and this will be a portfolio piece that you can share with others if you're interviewing or with a client themselves to show you that you know how to master search engine optimization.